Virgo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early August 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get it going right away and get you started with an oracle card. We're going to get right down to business here for the lovely Virgos. In early August, hey, Virgo season's right around the corner, my friends. So let's see what we got for you this week, my gods. Talk to me. What do we got for Virgo? Yeah, we're just going to take a quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, we'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always very interesting, especially when it links to the full reading. But let's get this card out here. What do we got for Virgo, my gods? Talk to me. Thank you. Super quick. Okay, so this could either be somebody laying low or this could be something about self-confidence and aesthetics, but I am getting the vibe of someone laying low, and that's a theme I've been getting with earth signs here. Now, before we fully dive into that, Virgo, if you're new around here, I'm going to be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on social media, my handle on all platforms is at kyleofcupsoracle, so please feel free to link up with me on the platform of your choice. Everything except Facebook. But into the reading we go. Interesting imagery on this card. You see those birds. I'm not sure if they're storks or cranes, but you see that woman there with the fancy hairdo, and it seems like she's trying to blend in with them. That's why I was saying, to me, this is a big card of laying low. So whether that's a mode you're in right now, just trying to mind your own P's and Q's, mind your own business, don't have time for anyone else's games or BS, you're just trying to do your own thing. That's a big energy with this card. Now, another thing we could pick up on is self-confidence, because there's this beautiful aesthetic here. So whether you're paying attention to how you look and feel, maybe you're feeling very confident in this time, maybe not so much. It's all very personal to what you're going through. But those are the main vibes I'm picking up on right at the beginning. We're going to see how it plays out, because as I always say, this first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. But we're going to get you into tarot. Interesting. Yeah, this could just easily be someone laying low, trying to blend in with the crowd. So let's get these first three out here for Virgo, my gods. Talk to me. What do we got before we get into the juicy, intuitive stuff? What we got for the Virgos? So yes, last week's reading, it was titled Big Emotional Shift. And I believe the undercurrent that I was feeling, if not you, someone else might have been changing their feelings about someone or something. That was the main vibe I was picking up. So hopefully you haven't been going through rough situations. I mean, it's part of life, right? But these energies are always moving. Nothing's ever set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, okay? Let's get these first three out. Okay, what do we got for Virgo, please? And it's always important to remember that other people could be showing up in this spread as well. So we're starting off with some action here, Virgo. We have the Six of Swords in position number 1. I always like to start a reading with an action card. Let's get two more. All right, Eight of Pentacles, diligence, okay? And I'm still getting the vibe. It's still like lingering of someone just doing their own thing, minding their own business. Let's get one more. Okay, thank you. All right, so we do have the Two of Swords, and this is another theme I've been picking up on. You're gonna have a bonus as well. We have the Two of Swords here on the back end, which is one of my cards of mystery. So that definitely gets the reading spiced up a bit. We have the Eight of Wands as your bonus, big card of communication, messages, and speed. So we have interesting archetypes here this week, Virgo. We're going to go through, I'll give you some of the classical meanings and themes. Then we'll get into those juicy messages. So in position number 1 here, and I just want to point out that we have a very cerebral energy in this week's reading, because we have two cards in the main spread that are swords. So the active mind, the intellect, whether you're thinking in a sharp, serious, stern way or just a very active mind. Now, the Six of Swords, all cards are dualistic. The positive aspects of this card is things improving, things getting better, out of the choppy waters into the calm ones. So hopefully that's good. This could represent distance, travel. So some of you might be planning a trip of some sort. But when I see this card, I think of forward movement, forward progress, and action. So I really want to clarify this and see what it's about. It's malleable, it's change, okay? Now, the negative aspect of this Six of Swords could be somebody that's not paying attention to their responsibilities, okay? Letting things slip through the cracks. So there might be someone you're linked to that's in that mode, that's not the most responsible. Now, in the center, we have the Eight of Pentacles. one of my favorite cards, hands down, okay? This is a card of hard work, dedication, and diligence. Some of you might have your pentacles on your mind. You might be trying to master something, start up a business, whatever it might be. We think of hard work and craftsmanship with this card, and dedication. So, like I said, with the Six of Swords, and then with this card, you see this person, they're paying attention to that pentacle. You might just be laser focused, minding your own business here, okay? Like, I'll just watch after myself. I don't need anyone in my business. I'm not in anyone else's. But here on the very back end, before we get to the bonus, we have the Two of Swords. This could be a curveball in this reading. Now, the Two of Swords, like I said earlier, is a card of mystery because it has the moon. It has that person that's hoodwinked. So this could be unexpected things, hidden things, mysterious things. So we'll have to see. But another thing we think of with all twos is being at a crossroads, decision-making, partnerships. These are themes. Now, another thing with this card can be indecisiveness or confusion. So there might be someone you're linked to that is suffering from those. But I'm just going to take it at face value since it's one of my signals of mystery, like the way I read. Now, your bonus card, Eight of Wands, more action leading off on the back end. Now, this is a footnote card. Once again, I don't even clarify this, but this could be about communication, talks, expressing oneself. So there might be a lot of chatter happening, even if you're minding your own business. Okay, this could be a message coming in. This could be an important talk of some sort. But once again, it is that heavy, fast movement and action. It's fiery. So I want to see how the rest of this plays out. Let's dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. And let's get a good shuffle here for the Virgos. My guides talk to me. What do we got this week? Early August for the Virgo collective. It's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a layered one. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's start in on the Six of Swords. See what's up with that. And as always, if you read tarot yourself, that's why this box is here. Feel free to play along. If there's any messages you want to give to the Virgo collective, you could just drop it down below. I don't mind. So why is this Six of Swords here for Virgo? Thank you. Ace of Cups. All right, yeah, this could be someone that is just tired of some sort of struggle, especially in the emotional world. This is someone that just wants to be happy, right? Like, is it too much to ask? Right? Like, can I just be happy? Like, hopefully there's nobody around you that like nags on you quite a bit or is always on your case, always on your issues, always on your stuff. With the Ace of Cups in reverse, yes, all aces are opportunities, but when we see it in reverse, that's someone who's emotionally upset. Now, for some of you, this could speak about some sort of romantic split, romantic separation. I'm not just going to singularly go down that road, but this is someone that just wants to be happy. Okay, like it's not too much to ask. Like, can I just be happy? Okay, it's making me feel odd. I will say that because it's emotional upheaval. So we could have a big warning here about one's emotions. You could be going through a lot of ups and downs in that realm, which I did see last week. Remember the emotional shifting, emotional changing, feelings shifting. So this could be a big warning about one's emotions. We're going to keep moving. You might be going through something. Okay, let's see what's up with this Eight of Pentacles here for the Virgos. For that, I mean, I'll also say this could be somebody just chasing down their happiness, and this second ace just popped out. We do have the Ace of Wands in the upright underneath this Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, something might really light a fire within you. And speaking of happiness, speaking of wanting to be happy, if you put some effort towards it, if you know what makes you happy, if you've identified it, putting work towards it, minding your own P's and Q's is the route for sure. Like, you have to put effort into this, okay? Like, you can't just sit back and yes, minding your own business is a good thing, but too much of anything's a rough thing, right? Now, the Ace of Wands, once again, a card of opportunities, is very fiery. So when I see it under this Eight of Pentacles, there could be something or someone that absolutely lights that flame of passion and motivation within you. And I would urge you, and I feel like Spirit would urge you, to walk down that path. Now, if you don't have something in your life right now that checks that box, if you're having a rough time emotionally, whatever it might be, this could be Spirit asking you to really find something that could give you purpose. Okay, that's the best way I could speak about this. Everyone needs a purpose. Okay, whether it's helping others, whether it's crafting things, whether it's increasing your pentacles, whatever it might be, whether it's just being emotionally happy, find a purpose. So we're going to keep moving over to the Two of Swords. We'll see what's up with that. I don't want to go too much deeper because these cards are still giving me messages, but in lieu of time, we're just going to keep moving before we get into the recap and the shadow card. So why is this Two of Swords here? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, we have Justice in the upright, and this is like, it's shooting messages to me, like almost as if I'm channeling right now. Okay. And I do believe we've been seeing karmic themes for a lot of earth signs in recent weeks. This could easily be someone paying some sort of karmic debt. Even if you don't see it, even if you don't know what's happening, there could be somebody that is catching a heavy, heavy dose of karma here. Notice that they're both blindfolded. They're both blind. Now, this could represent a Libra that just pops up unexpectedly. But when I see the Two of Swords with the Justice card, the balance, this could be things improving slowly but surely behind the scenes. But I do feel like this is tied in karmically. You don't always see the hands of karma working, right? You don't always see people getting what they deserve. Now, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. That could be good or bad, right? Like if you reap what you sow. But there could be someone that you are connected to in some sort of way that is paying some sort of karmic debt or is receiving a karmic reward, depending on the person they are. And it's showing up here. And you might not bear witness to it, and that's okay. All right, when I see this mystery, like it's unexpected karmic retribution or hidden, unseen karma striking. Now, for a portion of you, I would caution you to watch out for any contractual things, legal things when we have stuff like this, ramifications. Some of you might be something as minor as like a ticket, but I would still watch out. Like, slow and steady wins the race here, because things will come into a state of balance other than that, but it is giving me that weird little undertone of the legal system. So watch out for that. Let's go through and do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card though, Virgo. Lots of stuff going on. So this could be separate situations, different people. But in position number one, we do have the Six of Swords with the Ace of Cups in reverse. Now we do have two aces. I love that. All aces are opportunities, so that bodes well. Spirit might be sending things your way. But the main vibe it was making me feel is someone that just wants to be happy. This could be a big warning about emotions, that emotions might be volatile in this time, might be a lot of ups and downs, and we were seeing it last week as well. In the center, we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands in the upright. Something might come into your life that just sparks that flame within you, gets you motivated, gets you going. This could be Spirit telling you like, hey, you can mind your business if you want, but finding purpose would be extremely beneficial for you. Some of you might just be on your money grind right now, and that's okay too. But this is all about not drifting and finding purpose. Now, as we get to the back end, we have the Two of Swords. Yeah, big focus on work in the center, but Two of Swords and Justice in the upright. Some of you might just be linked to Libra. That could be a little indecisive sometimes. But aside from that, this was really feeling like somebody catching a dose of karma that you might not bear witness to it. You might just have to take my word for it, and that's okay. But you should know that Spirit always takes receipts. What someone puts forth, they do get back in return. So if they're sowing bad seeds, that's exactly what they're going to reap. So in this time, somebody you're connected to might have a run-in with karma some way. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into that further. We're going to get you one shadow card here. Interesting stuff. I do also notice that we have repeating eights out on the board, double aces, so it's an interesting spread. What do we got here for Virgo in the shadows? I would look into the numerology of repeating eights if I were you. That just popped out to me. But what's in the shadows here for my Virgos? My guides, talk to me. Early August shadows. Okay. Yeah, we're using the Shadow and Tarot deck once again. Page of Cups, that showed up in the shadows for Capricorn as well. Now, pages are generally very good. There's somebody learning something new. Now, this one is that of emotional expression. And we're going to be looking at the shadow side of this card, okay? So for some of you, maybe it's something that happened to you in childhood that's lingering. There might be some unresolved childhood issues or something involving a child here with the Page of Cups. Once again, we do have that tie to a water sign that could be showing up in the shadows that may have left a mark on you in some way. But the Page of Cups is usually the card of emotional offers, talks, conversations. So in this time, it's extra important that you don't suppress things, that you actually work through things. Okay, that's very, very powerful here in the back end shadows. Okay. Another thing we could see with this card is possible someone being very bashful and shy. So there might be some things tied into your shadows about you biting your tongue or being shy in the past. Only take what hits for you. But yeah, that's what we have this week, Virgo. Please don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of Dreams. It's one of my favorites. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot suit you think is the most positive, whether it's Cups, Pentacles, Swords, Wands. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As usual, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.